first thing that I'd like to talk to you about today, and we're going to skip over like the niceties because I usually go right into the jugular anyway. Remote deposit. How are you making your deposits today? Do you still go to the banking center to make your deposits?
I go to the cash machine sometimes, the
Okay.
ATM machine, just throw it in there, just to check.
Yeah, you could do that too, but
do
you're
that
a
now.
business though. You're a business.
So usually I just have things run through paper.
Okay.
So.
What I find a lot of clients do is, especially the clients that I'm working with, is they either have someone in the office that runs over to the branch to make the deposit, or they're waiting until the end of the week and running over on Friday to make the deposit. And banks have come up with a solution for the deposits today. You can use a machine, which is similar to the machine that the tellers use, and make the deposit at your desktop.
Okay.
Now, the biggest issue that I have usually, if you want to be the client that gives me a lot of trouble, is, yeah, but it's so much cheaper to send Mary over there, because what does that cost on a monthly basis?
Mary's Mary, she's a runner.
Yeah, exactly. So what I have found that if you think about it, Mary's cost to run over to the branch on a daily basis, what is minimum wage? $8.75 now, and I'm sure Mary's getting paid more than minimum wage. Usually takes her probably about an hour to get there. The product costs about $50 a month. You break that down to 22 business days in a month. It's what, $250 a day? So you're saving right there in Mary's time because you can do it right at your desktop versus sending her across the street. You're also saving on possibly workman's comp, because I have had situations where, this is a real case study where a client sent one of their employees to make the deposit, and the employee was in a car accident. They were on disability, but disability's fighting to say that this is really a workman's comp issue because the employee was doing business at the time that the accident occurred. So that's a risk that you take if you have your employees out doing business for you on the street. So, and it speeds up your availability. It extends your day to 9:30 in the evening. You can make deposits up until 9:30 in the evening, get same day credit. So it really does create a lot of efficiencies for you. So the costs are offset by significant efficiencies in the processing of your daily deposits.
When we first got together, one of the things you talked to me about was the personalization of the relationship between Bank of America and my company.
Absolutely.
And now with this machine that we've got, you're telling us that we don't even have to talk to Bank of America. We can just do it ourselves, and we don't even have to talk to anybody down at the branch location, which is our local area.
Well, we're actually
Is that what you're saying?
we're making it more convenient for you because we have, your personalization these days is me. I'm your point of contact. So I come out to your business, I meet with you on a regular basis to game plan and strategize and help you be more efficient in the way of using your banking. So my job is to stay informed as to what opportunities there are for you to improve how you do your banking.
I'm not saying that it doesn't sound like an efficient thing, but I'm just talking about the personal approach and losing that personal approach by having her go down there once a week, which is not a real big deal. But she knows everybody in there. She likes to go there. She likes that, and we like it too, that when we go in there, people know us.
Well,
it's not like, people don't know us there. And in banking with someone or doing any type of business with someone, you want that one-to-one relationship.
And in this economy, the reason why I'm bringing different solutions to the table for you is to provide you with opportunities to reduce your expenses. There's a cost to that personalization. If you want to continue with the higher cost approach to doing your deposits, you can go that route. I want to give you options. My job is to provide you with options.
The message that Bank of America is sending up that this is a personal relationship isn't really true. If you're giving us these other tools to say, stay away.
Well, not exactly, because you have a point person that comes to your
I
offices
understand.
and makes it more convenient for
But
you
for my
to do
people
business
out-
with
but
Bank
for my
of
people
America.
out there, my people out
Your employees, well, your employees can use the banking center for their personal banking relationship, and they will have that. But again, we want to make it so that it's efficient for you. You can have, for your employees, we have the ability to give them access to their checking accounts via text messages on their cell phone. We want to make it so that everybody is aware of what is going on with their accounts without having to go through the trouble of going into a banking center. We have superior customer service centers that help employees via our 800 number and other avenues that we have gravitated to. It increases the resources that are available to you. Not only can you go into the banking center, but there are online resources, there are call center resources, and myself. So it gives you options. I try to bring the options to light in terms of what option may be more efficient for your business, using my expertise in how I see other businesses do what they do.
there. Okay. All right,
Okay?
yes.
All right, so are you sold? You're gonna sign on the bottom line right here?
No, I'm not going to do that.
You don't want the product? You wanna
No.
continue to cost yourself $5 more a day? $5 more a day, that's $25 a week, that's $100 a month, that's $1,200 more a year. In this economy, that could be dropped into the bottom line.
I'm not, I really don't want it right now.
What's your hesitation?
Well, my hesitation, first of all, is that once again, I'm losing a personal relationship with the bank. And I am, there's no doubt about it. Everything is being done here, I'm losing now. The other thing is it sounds like it's fairly new, and I'd like to see how it works first and how it does operate.
Well, it's actually been around for a few years now, so it is.
When is that? When
And
has
it's
it
the
been
same
offered?
exact, excuse me?
When has it been offered to us?
Right now, I'm bringing it in.
No, I mean, it's been around for 2 years. Is this the first time it's being offered?
Is it the first time being offered to you? Yes, because you're a new client. So I have to share with you what opportunities there are for you for certain efficiencies.
So I'd like to see how this works for other people. Do they
You know what?
have glitches?
And
I mean,
the beautiful thing is I do have a remote deposit demo to show you how it works.
Yes.
And it's a, on
That's
my
from your
laptop.
bank, but I'd like to know how people that have used it, how they like it. If there's been any glitches
Oh,
to
here's
it.
some
I would-
testimonials for you. Does that help? John Doe has improved his efficiency and no longer has to race to the bank by 3 o'clock because the branch is closing at 3 o'clock
Mhm.
and is able to do his deposits at 6 o'clock. The stress of having to make deposits and get them in by the deadline of the banking center hours has alleviated his need to
It's neat.
carve that out of his day.
But this,
Now he can
just
do it
because
at
I
the
have
end of the
this little machine here still doesn't mean that I can't send her down there.
Oh, absolutely, sure.
And sometimes we have questions, she goes down there, she asks questions, she asks her questions.
Look, I'm your person. If you have questions, you call me. I can help you with
Yes,
that.
but you gotta understand something. When you have a person like Jackie, she likes to, it's part of her thing, she's been here for years. It's part of her thing to get in her car and take a
I
little
know.
ride, once a week and say hello to her friends at the bank and it makes her feel good. And I like happy employees and.
I say this to business owners all the time. You have to consider what the cost of Mary's comfort is to the company as a whole, because you don't want to have the cost of that compromising the entire company. You have 50 families you're feeding.
We're not
So-
talking about a lot of money here to keep an employee happy, and she is the runner, and she talks to everybody in this place. She has friends, everybody here.
It could be the
Keep her
tip of the
happy.
iceberg. There might be other efficiencies that you're missing because of the same mindset. Complacency is the death of business. So if you look at ways to be creative and more efficient and continue to look for opportunities, it's going to be good for the whole. The whole company is going to benefit from it, and you're going to save those 50 families and their
My main thing here keep my people happy and productive,
Okay,
okay? And also to make money, of course. Well, without a doubt, we have to make some money. But you have to have that happy workforce that'll give you those efficiencies because they're happy doing what they're doing and they like their environment. So perhaps you could come back and seeing how this is the first time you're showing me this particular product, you could show me other things in other ways that you could help me.
okay,
Would that be okay with you?
absolutely.
And then who knows, we might do this at some point in time. You know, I might talk to her and she might say, you know what, I really don't like going down there every Friday. I'm assuming she likes to go down there every Friday. Maybe she doesn't. Maybe she doesn't like to do that up here in Pennsylvania in the winter time when it's snowing and when you've got the ice and the snow. Maybe she doesn't, but I'd have to talk to her first.
Okay,
Is that okay?
that will be fine.
Okay. Well, thank you very, very much for
You're
coming
welcome.
in
Nice
again.
to meet you.
It's good to see you again.